One of the most iconic characters in gaming history is the one and only robotic creature that seems to hate us at worst times and love us at best times. The creature that constantly reminds us that we are in fact adopted. The one and only GLaDOS.
Well, you found me. Congratulations.
But who is she? First, let me introduce myself. What up, Jumzy here, and welcome to the World of Aperture Science, or as I like to call it, TWoAS or TWoAS. Anyway, this series is created with the purpose of explaining the world of Portal and Portal 2 and explaining all of the lore and storylines from the entire events of Aperture Science. Welcome to episode 1. In Portal 2, we found out about Cave Johnson, the CEO and founder of Aperture Science, and his personal assistant, Carolyn.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Further, we noticed that our lovely GLaDOS potato seems to know the two very well, with her even saying the exact same words of Johnson's personal assistant, Carolyn.
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your 60 bucks.
Hold on, who?
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir,
Mr.
Mr.
Johnson.
Johnson. Boy, did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here? Those people in the portrait, they look so familiar. Carolyn. Why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my God. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
So now let's quickly hop back to the question, who is GLaDOS? The answer might be obvious by now, but it's actually the one and only lovely personal assistant, Carolyn. This is not only proven by the fact that GLaDOS seems to remember quite some things from her past at Aperture Science, but also by the lovely song that plays at the end of Portal 2 called Want You Gone. Before I let you hear that song and explain it to you, I will first give you some smaller pieces of evidence, such as the Oracle turret. This is a turret, but a little different. We first come across this turret in chapter 1, where the turret asks us to help it, which we have to ignore according to Wheatley.
Oh no.
Yes, hello, no, we're not stopping.
Don't make eye contact, whatever you do.
No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it.
Keep moving, keep moving.
The next time we see this turret is in chapter 5, where it is laying on a belt which will destroy it. We can pick it up to save it, which will then thank us and give us an achievement. But that's not important. What is important is the things that it says.
Her name is Carolyn. Remember that. That's all I can say.
This means that the turret knows and says that GLaDOS' name is Carolyn. Besides all this, GLaDOS even says it herself at the end of Portal 2 after you've defeated Wheatley. She thanks us, Chell, for being her best friend and helping her realize where Carolyn lives in her brain.
Oh, thank God, you're all right. You know, being Carolyn taught me a valuable lesson. I thought you were my greatest enemy, when all along you were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me when I saved your life taught me an even more valuable lesson, where Carolyn lives in my brain.
Now, even though the announcer then says that Carolyn just got deleted from her system,
Carolyn deleted.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
I don't think that's the case, because in the song Want You Gone, she sings this.
She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in you too.
Implying that Carolyn might still be in her memory. But then later on in the song, she sings Goodbye My Only Friend, meaning she deleted Carolyn again, so I don't really know about this one. Now let's go to the biggest piece of evidence yet. Probably. I mean, all of this makes it pretty clear already, but right after GLaDOS sings that little Carolyn is in here too, GLaDOS sings this.
One day they woke me up, so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you.
One day they woke me up so I could live forever. This actually already confirms all of this, because as we know, Cave Johnson wanted to put his brain into a computer/machine, or as we know it, GLaDOS, which stands for Genetic Lifeform and Disk Operating System, so he could live forever.
The point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now.
See where I'm going with this? Johnson, however, was suffering from silicosis, which is a deadly lung disease caused by inhalation of a certain dust. The dust from moon rocks, to be exact, which he used to make conversion gel. A gel that will allow portals to be placed on it, which is confirmed by both the fact that we literally shoot a portal on the moon in the end of Portal 2, but Mr. Johnson himself even says so.
The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway, ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're gonna see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream.
Anyway, he knew about this lung disease, so he said that if he wouldn't survive until the whole science thing was done and ready for his brain to be put in a computer forever, his personal assistant would do it instead.
Brain mapping. Artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm gonna say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer, I don't care.
And so that happened. One day the Aperture Science employees woke Carolyn up so her brain could be put into a computer so she could live forever. GLaDOS is Carolyn. Oh, it's such a shame the same will never happen to you. Anyway, that was it for this episode. Next episode we'll be looking at more Aperture Science stuff. I honestly don't know what yet. This would be the part where I promote and hype up the next episode, but this is the first one and I don't know if this series will do well. So if you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what you want to see next. And remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. See you next time.